What's up, guys? We're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to get better at Fortnite. Oh my god, specifically box fights and tarping. I've gotten everything set up that I want to explain to you in this video. So first, we have people that's a layer above you. We have a box with no cone in it, and then we have tarping. This is not a cone in it either. You can see no cone in it. But this is I'm going to show you guys how to set up your box fights and peaks you should utilize when you're using a wall and all that. So, hold on. First things first, you see a lot of pros that just come up to a wall, like either like this or like this, and then they just a little first try and they open it up and they just flip it in front of people. Right? If you're not on the pro level, don't do that. Do not do that. You are going to get cooked. Because half the time you don't know what you're doing. You always want to set up a box just like this, so you can take safe peeks. As you can see, I'm protected, right? Look, in this angle, I'm digging a wall. If I'm not my weapon and I'm instantly going for it as soon as he shoots up, I'm not gonna be able to see him. Unless you already have a peek like this open, which if he has this open, then you wanna wait. If you're on this side, then you wanna wait till he makes a peek, because they're not just gonna sit there forever, and you're not just gonna stare at each other forever. And once he makes a peek, you just go boom into one of the dumbass out of him. But thing is, they're usually not gonna have that edit opened. So this is how I would suggest starting a box fight. You can start like this by like that, and you can just actually like take the wall and then oh my god, I can edit. And then you could like this and jump in and try pump them. Or you could do something like this where you crouch and then you peek at the top right of the bill, and then you take the wall and you make a right hand peek and you shoot, and you can flip it up like that and then make a peek like that to join a bubble. Or you could, maybe like spray this, reset this on here, one, and you break that, like reset that, and then you jump into them, right? So there's so many different ways. When you're fighting, a lot of people, if you just play box fights and you die early and you're spectating people, 90% of the time when they get in a fight, 90% of the time when they get in a fight, this is what they did, right? Let's say they're in a box, right? There's a kid pressing their wall. They just do this, like this, ready? Like, sometimes people won't even, like, reset the build. They'll be like this, ready? But some people would be like this. Like, that's still bad. What you want to utilize is all these different edits you have, right? So my favorite edit is probably this edit. But there's so many different edits you can use. And let's say you have him boxed up, right? You're instantly gonna go for this. All he has to do, fairly, is run here, jump, tired, then you're gonna run here, and he's gonna break this, he's gonna make a right hand peek. He's not gonna be able to do that because there's a cut extra. And he's just gonna peek and he's gonna 200 bump you, or he's gonna spread. Like that. Literally like that. So that's why when you're setting up fights, you need to be not predictable. Like this, ready? Bang, ready? So you see, look, I'm making a right hand peek, right? 100, reset, do this, ready? Then do this, ready? And then you can even do this, right? Do this, maybe. Like, you always gotta be switching it up, because if you don't switch it up, then you're gonna get more predictable, and they're just gonna as soon as you make that edit, they're gonna know what edit you're gonna make, and they're just gonna jump instantly, and they're gonna shoot you. Alright. Next step. Phasing. I know I said it in the start of the video, but we're gonna go through phasing. So, let's say... Fuck, you didn't see that. Okay, no, we gotta reset that. Alright, phasing. Yeah, try to. Phasing. When you're somebody's in your box and you hit them like 100 or something, everybody knows this phase, right? Where you hit it once and you just jump and the wall glides you in. That's a pretty good one, but there's a lot better in my opinion. This is my favorite one, where you hug the wall and just jump in, but don't mantle. You just literally hug this and jump in, because the door automatically sends you. There's a couple other ones that I know. There's a couple more where you get in this and then you can get in the cone and you can just drop in and swing. That's like if they're like really well. There's some more also where you get the cone and you just drop down and corner pump them. That's a lot more safer, but still not that safe. Those are the ones I know. But they're very important to utilize when you're box fighting or fighting in general. Cause look, you can be going like this, banging up on a kid in some 1v1s, right? And then out of nowhere, right? They hit a jump down, they go like this, they hit you hunter, they take your wall. I mean, no, you get the wall, and now you're in a box fight. And now the first thing you're gonna do is they're either gonna go like this. Oh shit, I can't do that. Or what they're gonna do is they're gonna be smart. 1, 2. Get in the box. There's many ways you can defend that. I'm also going to be going for defensive box fighting. There's many different ways you can defend it. First one being, you see a guy, you get 100. First thing I would do, instantly parking backwards. And then if he's still trying to get on that wall, I can just boom the shit out of him. And then go to the wall and instantly make a right hand peek and then get another shot off. And then I would just keep tarping like this. You always want to use your space, right? Just because I'm tarping and I'm not technically like using this that good, like I'm still walking backwards and holding off this angle that I still have. So he can't, get me. He can't kill me. He can't get me. He can't kill me. Next thing we're gonna go into is defensive box fights. Alright, so let's say you're boxed up, right? Just chilling, right? Endgame. Right? Some brick. You're just chilling in the box, looking, and you see a kid that's running towards you. In the bottom, you go for a nice strike for around 30, and they're just jumping in your box, hit you 100. Because you're like this, because you have an advantage in it, and they're just going like, and they're literally just bang, bang, bang. They get a right hand peek on you, they 200 pump you, or not 200 pump you, they hit you 100, and then you flip this. And my first thing I would be doing is I'm creating boxes, so they don't know where I am, and I can just hide in all these boxes. That gives me enough time, pop my minis or whatever heals I have, and then if you're not crouching, you can look on it, right? And try to go for the kill. Or you can just try to hide. But if they see you and they're starting pressuring you, the main thing you want to utilize is pre-firing. Pre-firing is very big. And if you can't pre-fire in 2025, you're not gonna be able to go pro. It's just like a fact. Yes, you want to make sure you're utilizing pre-firing and making sure that everything you're doing is useful for your time. Tarping. There's 5 ways I would say that you should be tarping. Or no, 2 or 3 ways you should be talking, right? So if it's a 1v1, let's say it's moving zone, it's a very low zone, like very small zone, um, you know, it's very small zone. And there's somebody above you, the first thing you should be doing, right? Let's say, let's say, let's say this is zone, right? This is low zone. This is low. This is we're on low zone, right? All you should be doing is building all around. You shouldn't be full walls. You shouldn't be doing all this, right? Because you're gonna be obviously low on mats, and it's gonna be a useful amount of mats. Like I just spent probably like so much mats. But if you're like on mid round and it's like, still mid end game, and you're still alive and you're doing wealthy, this is how I would rotate. Because this is top of the notch rotating. Because look, if I literally locked in, I can literally run like this. Right? See how I'm moving so fast? There's some where you literally have to edit every single time, and it's like this. I literally can barely do this. I've always been taught to do it like that. Also, I'm gonna be going over taking hit. So, but I'm also mostly just gonna be doing box fights. I mean, I'm gonna be doing like how to move up. So, when you're going up and you're peeking, you want to build a wall like this, and then you want to build another wall like that, and then you kind of want to get a cone up there and a wall back there. You just want to keep going like this, and then you can eventually just put that up there. It's just how you go up safely. That's at least how I go. This is you never want this wall, but this wall is going to slow you down a little bit, I promise. And don't ever do that on yourself. You see, you can just build it up, and you can come back down to your tarp, and look back just like this. So you can, beam some people, and then when someone decides it wants to pull, you can pull and just run up and all that. And then you can, you get a refresh, you can take height. Alright. I'm getting a lot of tips on heights. So, height is a very important deal in endgame. If you have height, you basically win. Not all the time, right? But, yeah. So, when taking height, you want to be at least have 460 max. Or more. Probably more like 500. You want to make sure that, if there's somebody on height, you want to make sure there's nobody else contesting them. It's okay if you have one and you can just sneak up there, maybe with like a grapple or something, and instantly take height. Or like, look, let's say there's somebody, Shit, I can't. I don't know why I can't. I'm sorry. Let's say there's somebody in height, right? But why can I not do 90s? Oh my god. Let's say there's somebody in height, and they're just, they're like this. Right. They're like this, and I'm just, they're just coming like this, and they're like just looking at people. And, you need to get on height, right? So, if you're down to you're down all the way down here. What's your first thing is you want to edit. You wanna grapple like that, and then you wanna keep grappling. But you don't wanna waste any grapples like I just did, but I have unlimited. So. And then you just wanna keep looking as high as you can go, and then boom, right? Keep on height. First thing you want to do, build straight the fuck up. Meaning, literally just build it. That's all you do. Just keep ranking. And if you can't consistently hit quadrants like I am, I'm very new to keyboard and mouse. Then just literally try to, start. And then once you get height, right? Let's say you're on height, right? You're on height, right? Once you're taking the other guy's back sounds where you kill him, I would go 2 wide with cones or floor. You're gonna go 2 cones with the floor or so. You also want to make sure that you also need to make sure that your surroundings are covered, because some people like to chop height. So you want to make sure that height, you have everything blocked off, and you're connected to something, or someone's park, or you just want to be connected so that if you should shoot twice, then you're gonna get chopped. And a couple things, make sure you're not making wide open peaks. And yeah, that's gonna do for the video. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Make sure to hit me with the follow. I'm gonna start to be posting more. Sorry I've been taking a break for a while. I've been, just chilling. Gonna take some days off. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. I'll see y'all in the next one, and yeah, pretty good. I taught you everything you need to know, but peace.